Kombogi shida utakamata ukieneja.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the building with Kanzu. Finally,
gosh.
We started the show with Welcome to Nairobi. We played a couple songs from different projects, just trying to like tease them, be like, yo, Kanzu's coming.
Love that.
Right now we're playing Boys in Blue, which is actually the latest one. We before this we played Nairobi Love Songs, which came out December 2023. But then we wanted to play the latest one, which is technically Boys in Blue.
Yes.
With Castro.
Yes.
And we actually had Castro on the show earlier this year. So
nice.
He was teasing this, but you guys hadn't dropped yet.
Nice. The boy, I think he had mentioned that interview to me as well. Yeah, good times, man. Yeah, we're here, man. I'm happy to be here.
How you doing?
Man, that's a loaded question. That's a very loaded question, but I'm okay. I'm okay, man. How are you?
I'm taking it a day at a time.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start with the more serious or the more important question. Like, I know you're in school, but like, how's that going? And when are you finishing? Because I see you in school, I see you posting,
and
I see you trying to balance everything you're doing, school, music, everything. So I guess, how's school going?
School is going, man. School is going. I mean,
are you going? Are you going to school?
I am trying my best to attend all my classes. That's why I would have been here earlier by the way, but I've come from
niggas said you had class till 5.
Bro, I had class till 5, man. Hey, and then 5:10 to 5:30, Mara was leaving school. Anyway, and that's how school goes. That's the thing. At least that's how it's going for me. Like I thought I'd finish at this time, and then a few years down the line, you're like, yeah.
So what are you studying?
I'm doing psychology.
Psychology.
Yes.
And how long? I guess how much longer do you have?
If things go well, 1 semester.
1 semester.
Yeah.
So like, what's between you and that 1 semester?
Wow, a project, a research project. Okay. My goodness, a research project. Yeah, but yeah, man. Academics is, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but I do it because I'm passionate about it.
So there's another guy I know who's actually doing psychology at your same school who makes music, Sabi Wu.
Yes, he is.
So I know Sabi is also doing psychology at the same school, and you guys also have collabs together. I guess, does it make it easier to see someone else be able to balance and also do it, or does everybody's on their own journey? Yeah,
everyone's kind of on their own journey. I mean, when I'm attending my classes, I don't necessarily think whether Sabi is attending his. If I meet him in the hallways, it's fun and games. I sometimes go to his house, but yeah, I'm kind of doing my thing. Like, I'm really focused on myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
With school and everything you're doing, you're growing.
Yeah.
So I guess I remember I first discovered your music SoundCloud when I was discovering Chief Gang.
God.
And then it was just and then I interviewed you, and then you told me about 10V, and then I went back. I was like, damn, this nigga from the back.
Bro,
so it's I know your journey's been very long. So and even continuing, but then I guess you're still doing it, and it's different now. Yeah. I guess we're seeing a lot of content. Like, now if you have a song, you have to make a dance or some challenge, or how's music going for you right now?
Hey, it's been very strange adjusting to content, the age of content. Making videos. I met with, I don't know if you guys know Musao.
Yes.
I met with Musao recently. And
shout out Musao. I saw that you posted on Instagram on your stories. I saw that.
Yeah, and I was saying, the guy, I didn't sign up for this, man. I just like making music in my room. I started making beats. I used to record stuff. That's what I like. But all the attention, all the having to put myself out there, that's new to me. I didn't necessarily sign up for it, but it kind of comes with the job, But then you killed it. Smocha was so dope. You decided to just give us a different type of content, because you see, it was, a lot of people want to make content that's bougie or extra, but then you took something that was so relatable to everybody. We're all eating Smochas right now. Yeah.
And then the price is different in some places. Some niggas have chili, some niggas don't have chili.
Yeah.
I guess, how did you even think of that as content? Because it wasn't music, but it was another side of you we got to see.
Yeah, I think that's literally what I was thinking about. What aside from the music can I talk about in my life? And I was just filming different parts of my life. I went to school that day. I was shooting class, and at that time, my boy and I were going for lunch, and we were going to get smoochers. So I was like, bro, just shoot something for me real quick on the fly, just 5 minutes. Yeah, so I did smoochers, and the reception was good. I decided to do it the next week, and I think what was good about it was people could recommend. If you want me to go somewhere, comment.
Yeah, go see Waka, go here.
So I had a list that was like 50 places long. I knew I'm set. Like every week I'm shooting this. And I know people want to see it because people have asked to see it. People have asked for it. Yeah, but I think at some point it got stale for me, you know. It just kind of got stale.
So is that why it kind of died? Like we don't see Smocha Wars anymore?
Yeah, and I don't think it just got stale to me. I think it also got stale to the audience because I started to see a change in the numbers. But it's also, smoochers aren't all there is to me. Like I said, I was just thinking, what can I show people, you know? And I didn't want to become the smoocher guy. Bro, when I tell you I couldn't go to a smoocher place just to buy myself just on a regular day for lunch, I just go buy a smoocher. Yeah. That was not possible for me anymore.
You became like, what's that guy? The guy from America who does those food reviews?
Keith Lee.
Oh
my God. Bro, when I say something, I didn't know about Keith Lee until I met Smoocher Wars, bro.
You did?
I had no idea who Keith Lee was.
For real?
And then I got a comment saying, yo, you're the Kenyan Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the hell is Keith Lee? I googled him and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, but I think it got stale to the audience and myself. So just doing different things now, you know.
I want to talk about two very important things. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about Tilu. Rest in peace, Tilu. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, man.
But I guess it was really dope that you guys are finding ways to carry on his legacy.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like, dying is one thing, but then dying young, and then, like, so it's like you have so much potential inside you. Talk about, like, how that, I guess, losing your friend and what's that impacted you, like?
Yeah. Hey, man, it's been tough. Yeah, it's been tough, man. I don't know what other words to use. It's been tough. I think anyone who's lost someone knows it's just tough. There's no escaping the toughness of it. You just go through it. Yeah, but
how did you guys manage to make the video come out after everything? Like, how did you guys, like, did you have to go to his house, find the memory card? Yeah, like, what was that process like?
It was a whole thing. Because,
like, you die, you don't know, you don't tell anybody where your shit is.
Yeah.
How do you even find where, you know?
Bro, and it was actually crazy because he died. We didn't know whether he had his laptop on him. He passed away in a car accident. We didn't know where the laptop was. Eventually, we found someone who did, one of his family members. They brought back the laptop. Rather, it wasn't even the laptop. It was a storage device, an external storage device, a hard disk.
A hard disk.
Found the hard disk, plugged it into Taro's laptop. We couldn't find my footage. There was nothing. I tell you, I panicked. And then someone mentioned, but he didn't tell you, like, before he passed away, he lost a bunch of footage. I was like, what do you mean? He lost a bunch of footage. So in that moment, my heart just sank. I was like, okay, this is it. But eventually, turns out his laptop needed fixing. So someone paid, I think the family paid for them to fix the laptop so we could access the footage. I just love the family. Like, they've also, they understand creativity, they understand the arts. They really support, you know, his legacy. But they paid for the laptop to be fixed. We found the footage on the laptop. Taro edited it.
Shout out Taro.
Yeah, shout out Taro, man. Shout out Taro the Fundi. I think, without him, that video would not have come out. And we're just trying to finish. We don't want to leave any loose ends, anything.
Because at some point, I think I saw you talk about Omoke helping, but then I think at the end, I think Taro ended up helping.
Yeah, initially Omoke was supposed to do it, but I think he got held up somewhere.
Okay.
Omoke is Omoke.
He's busy.
Man,
His life.
Yeah. Okay. So eventually we just went to Taro.
On less serious things, it's random for me because when I first started doing this radio thing, like when I was trying to ask, like, you know, like when you're interviewing someone, you're like, what do you, like, asking like people for like research questions and shit.
Yeah.
We weren't sure if you and Omar were fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Like, it was confusing for us because, like, we wanted Chief Gang, but then you guys were not Chief Gang anymore. And then we were trying to understand, okay, there's Kanzu, now there's this other guy. And then, so, but then the weird thing is, like, in every project you have, Omar's still there.
Yeah.
And even, like, I've seen with, like, the Tilu stuff, like, you guys are around each other. So I think, like, I've even as a K1 thing, I was like, so I feel like there's definitely no beef. I guess, like, you guys are now individuals just growing on your own, or, like, I guess, were we confusing or were we assuming, I guess, what was going on?
Life happens. I feel like I cannot speak for Omar on any perspective he has on the situation. Yeah, but from my end, things are good, man. Okay. Like you said, he's been on every project so far. But I think people are people, man. Like, I've never expected any of my friends to be perfect or to be, you know, I take people how they come, and I set boundaries how they set them. It doesn't mean I'll spend every day with you. And I was telling Juanita recently, I find it odd how music is the one place where you're supposed to like your coworkers. Like you're expected to like your coworkers.
But in every job you should hate someone. At least like someone you just can't stand that person.
Why do I have to like my coworkers, man? Sometimes it's just about you just get the bag. There's nothing wrong with making some money. Or if you know you're gonna make a good song together, like just put your differences aside, make the bloody song. You know, and then move on with life, man. Yeah, but I think there's also nuances to it. There's nuances to this situation.
Because even I remember in the back and forth, Omar dropped a Smocha was SoundCloud tune.
He dropped
I remember that, like, because I even, and then I think he put that shit on streaming later.
Yeah,
but like, you guys are boys, because I can't say you're boys, but I see you guys at least together.
Yeah,
and I see music together, so I assume it's not what we think it is. Like, it's not clash.
Let me say, whatever you think it is, that's what it is, and that goes for everybody out there. That goes for everybody out there,
okay,
including Omar.
Okay,
yeah.
So whatever it is, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is.
So I guess we've seen you drop last year you dropped the Nairobi Love Songs EP.
Yeah.
And then this year we've seen you drop with Castro. And I guess tell us about Boys in Blue and what that was about.
Oh man, it was a good time. Castro is someone who I grew up with. I've known him for 10 years now. We were classmates in high school. We've been working on this project 2 years. And I knew it was going to be something special from the first song that we made. And I think we really came up with a body of work that was immaculate, like quality-wise, everything. It really came together, and it's a very unique sound that I think is very difficult to replicate. And that's what I go for with all of my music. Like, I just want to do something different. And I think Boys in Blue is really something different, you know, produced by Castro, myself, everything done in-house. And I think if I didn't have the relationship I have with Castro, I don't think the project would have come out the way it came out. I think that's a very big part of it also. Like, that's my guy. Okay. That's my guy. But Castro is also employed, for those of you who do not know out there.
True.
Castro is also employed. So I'm kind of more on the music end of things. I'm kind of pulling the boat in that department, you know. We'll meet for sessions, we'll do a lot of the creative things together. But when it comes to like pulling the music side of things, I think that's my responsibility.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess when I became a fan of Kanzu, like for real, was when I started to see the work ethic. For me, like, I started to see the work ethic. I'd see like the consistency in the sense of I'm dropping a video for this, I'm dropping a project for this, like, and it made me a fan. It made me a fan to just see like someone grinding. I'm like, bro, this guy is grinding. Like, you're not stopping. You're like, okay, another video, Michael Canary. I don't know. Like, you were just the grind made me fall in love with the music, fall in love with your artistry. Just who, like, I became like, I'm like, yo, I'm rooting for this guy. Like, if you guys don't like this guy is outworking you niggas if you don't get it. And I think I became a fan of the music more, and like, because I'm like, this guy is working, like, and you know, like, at the end of the day, work speaks for itself. Because I remember now, the first time I heard of Chief Gang was because of Kahush. Yeah. And I remember it was a song you guys dropped featuring Kahush. And I remember the bar Kahush spit, because I wanted to ask him an interview. When I interviewed him, I wanted to ask him about something like, he's like a bad senator. Because his dad used to be a senator of Nyeri. Then he spat about a bar being a bad senator. Like, anyway, I was on one. But but like, that's how I remember discovering the music, but then seeing your growth and how consistent you've done it, like in terms of visuals, audio, producing, like, nobody's working like you.
Yeah, I can't speak for everybody else, but I will say I'm working harder than I was yesterday. And I will say that, bro, I want to be here for a long time. Like, I keep saying I've been here for 10 years. And the reason I say that is because I plan to be here for another 10. That's the only reason I say that. There was people who I was with 10 years ago who are no longer here right now. In this
I remember the videos of you guys on the road in somewhere. It looked like it was Karen when you guys were shooting those videos in the beginning. That was terrible. I remember those videos. Bro, I remember going crazy, like, these kids are so good. And playing that music like it was 2020, 2019, you know.
Man, yeah. Like I think music, I decided a long time ago music is what I want to do. So what can I cuss?
Yeah.
What the fuck else am I doing if no music? Like, if I'm an artist, what the fuck else am I doing? If I've said to myself I'm gonna be an artist, then let me be an artist. Let me make the music. Let me do what artists do, and whatever it takes, you know. Like, yeah, I do work hard, man, and I wish my bank account reflected how hard I work. You know, that's the only issue, man. But you know something, we're getting there slowly.
I think one of the edges you definitely have as well is that you can produce, because you see a lot of artists, they can make a song, but they can't produce. And I feel like the fact that you're able to produce means you can do so many different things.
Yeah, that's a big strength for me. And I think that's where I'm most comfortable. Like, instead of producing, I still produce to this day. That's kind of what I do. Yeah. But I think of myself as more of an all-round artist. Like, I just create, like, the same way people wake up and may I take a shit at 6 a.m. That's the same way I feel about making music.
Okay.
It's a reflex to me. It just happens. Like, yeah, I don't have to think about it.
So I have 2 questions for you. With psychology,
Yeah.
you know you want to make music. You've decided you're going to make music. So once you're done with the degree, are you going to use it at all? I'm genuinely confused because you've just said you're doing music for show.
Yeah.
So I know, like, okay, I'm not asking what you're going to do, but then the degree, I guess, do you care to apply it? Are you going to use it in life? I guess, what do you think? Or right now, just to finish it?
I think if you ask any psychology student why they do psychology, most of them will tell you it's because I was fucking depressed and I wanted to figure out what was wrong with me. And that's literally what it was for me. I knew there was something wrong with me, and psychology helped me figure that out. So I'm already using my degree. I use it every day. And I do psychology for life, not necessarily like to start a practice or to become someone's therapist. I think everybody should do psychology. Everybody and their cousin. Everyone should do it. It should be taught in primary school to our children.
Another random fact is, I remember the first time I interviewed you, you said some profound shit. It made me feel like, damn, this nigga is young, but he made me feel like I want to go check myself.
Oh, God.
We were talking about, one, you made me feel stupid about a bar you said you didn't say.
Oh, no.
Now I know how smart you are. Like, you said this, like, no, I didn't say that.
No, what did I say?
And every time I hear the song, I'm like, this bastard made me feel stupid, and I knew he said that shit.
Okay, what did I say?
We'll get to that.
Okay, fine.
But we talked about smoking.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that because it's something I personally struggle with.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think marijuana is an amazing thing, but then the habit of marijuana is the worst thing possible. Like, I don't blame the herb, I blame the habit.
Okay.
I don't blame the herb, I blame the habit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm down for I think, like, smoking, like, for me, like, I relax, I can get away from my thoughts, blah blah blah. But then now you see, when I smoke every day, I'm just fucking up my life. And it's like, I want to stop, but it's so hard to stop. But then no one talks about how hard it is to stop smoking.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, because we're stoners, we're so many stoners, God bless us, but then we love her, but then now we're stuck in a habit that's a bad habit. So I'm not blaming the bad, I'm blaming the bad habit.
Yeah.
So when I spoke to you, you were talking about, like, yo, this is a bad thing, I don't do this no more. Hey, this nigga made me, I'm like, I'm damn, that time I'm high, I've come from smoking, I'm like, I want to stop so bad.
Hold on, I said I stopped smoking.
You were on a break. You were on a
shit,
break.
I remember that now.
You were on a break.
Yeah, I was.
You were on a break.
I remember that now.
So, like, it was really dope to see you, like, yo, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is so dope. Like, this guy is talking about some shit that nobody talks about. Because, like, a lot of niggas start smoking jokes.
Yeah.
And then now they're just smoking every day because they started smoking. And, like, sometimes, take a break, like, just so you're not dependent on it.
Yeah.
I'm not down for the dependency. I'm not down for the habit.
Yeah.
I'm down for people trying it. I'm down for people using it recreationally. But I think now when you're stuck in, like, yo, I have to smoke. I have to smoke. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I have to smoke.
Yeah.
And that's some shit nobody was ready to talk about until I met you. And you were like, yo, let's... So I remember that.
Yeah, damn, man. I was on a break. Shit. And then, I'm not on a break anymore. Yeah, but I remember that time. I think it wasn't even like I decided to take a break. I just woke up and I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
I smoked and I threw up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
So for 6 months I just didn't smoke. And then I think the next time I did it was on my birthday. I was kind of like, oh, it's my birthday, I have some pizza on my boy's rooftop, why not just smoke a J? And here I am 1 year later.
Smoking a J.
Smoking a J, yeah. But I do agree with you. Like, dependence is really something to think about heavily, and I think it's not just marijuana.
With anything.
Yeah, with anything.
Whatever you're using. Like, I've been even thinking about it deeper and been like, your coping habit, your coping mechanisms are the most important thing, because like if you, let's say you get stressed, you smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Every time you
Or
get stressed, you
eat.
smoke cigarettes. So
Yeah.
like whatever, like the way you choose to cope affects you, because that's how you're going to be dealing with shit. Like, oh, she's bad at work, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
It's like that, and you've chosen to cope that way.
Yeah.
And then now you've gotten used to it. Now you're 50. You're like, no, I've been doing this forever.
Man, it's so crazy, and I think it creeps up on you so quick. Like the first time you do it, it'll feel nice, it'll be like cool. And then before you know it, it's been 5 years and you've done it every day.
Yeah. And now it's every day.
Yeah.
Now you see, it's too
And
late.
you're like, God, what happened?
Now you have to go pay Kanzu to tell you about psychology and
Bro,
shit.
nah, pay me to refer you to my other homie who will help you out. Me, I can't help you, I'm sorry.
So the other thought I was having, as we try to wrap up, I feel like I could talk forever, but I remember when we sat down the first time, you talked about meeting BN and Yashinsky and them giving you advice. And I feel like it was profound then, but it's even more profound now, because when you look at the Kenyan music industry, there's nobody bigger than BN, there's nobody bigger than Yashinsky right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's crazy, yeah?
And those are the guys who are giving you game in a bedroom somewhere.
Bro.
And I feel like another day even saw Nyash was in the streets, and I saw you. Nyash posted, like, he was in the
I
streets,
bumped
but
into him
he
again.
saw you and he posted. So I feel
Yeah.
like you're close, but you're also far. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's the mountain I want us to talk about mainly today, in the sense of, it's like, you know where you're trying to go, but now you're here. And then there's the in-between of trying to get to where you... Because you can see BN and Nyash and you can see where they are.
Yeah.
And you've been close enough to know they are human, they shit,
Yeah.
they make... You know, like, they're human, you know, like, they can... So it's like, you can also do that.
Yeah.
But then, how do you get there?
Man.
And then, how do you deal with your emotions and life while you're trying to get there? Because you're human.
Man.
Like, they are.
It's so crazy. I wouldn't necessarily say they gave me game, honestly. let me keep it 100. We kind of just hung out. If anything, I gave them game. I remember Jashinsky asking me, what's this Snapchat thing? How do you Snapchat, man? And I had like some shitty Android phone. We took some selfies there. I showed him, yeah, this is how you post a story. That's actually kind of what they were doing. I think they were just trying to figure out this whole technology thing. And one thing those guys are really good at is adapt. Them niggas have adapted. They've come from a time of selling CDs in the streets to like streaming and social media, and they've translated, their brands have translated. But I do have some idea of where I want to go, and I don't necessarily think I want to go there. I want to go in my own place.
Okay.
And I can't explain to you necessarily what that looks like. You'll just have to kind of come along for the journey with me for the next couple of years. Watch this space, man. Yeah, I have so much faith in myself, man. I wish I could describe it to you. Like, it's so clear in my mind. Does that make sense? Like, it's so clear in my mind. The world I want to build.
What does it look
the
like?
The type of sound I
What
want
does
to
it look like?
create. It looks like home. I think that's one way I can describe it. It feels like Africa. But it also feels like something you've never seen before, something a bit alien, something a bit strange, and something a bit uncomfortable.
You think we can get to the point where, like, these niggas are willing to pay Rema 23 million,
Yeah.
but they paid Nyash 3 million?
Yeah.
Bro, like, can we get to the point where, like, Kanzu can be Nigeria, Lagos, or like Ghana, Afro Nation, or like Portugal, and it's shut down? Maza, like, they're singing word for word.
I think
like
it's
Sirudi
more than
Holmes.
possible. Missy Rooney.
Missy Rooney.
I think it's more than possible. But I think a lot will have to happen between now and then. But I don't see why not. I really don't see why
Can I tell you what I think the biggest problem we have?
Tell me.
I feel like as Kenyans, we have to fuck with Kenyan music. And I'll say this because what made Afrobeat popping was Nigerians in the UK saying we want to listen to Davido, we want to listen to Wizkid, we want to listen. It's Nigerians in DC, in Atlanta saying we like Thames, bring us Thames, bring us
In the
Tiwa.
diaspora.
you see, those guys rooted for Nigerian music and brought Nigerian music to their world and open. You see, but like if Kenyan, like I love that we're seeing like Ndovuku and Father Mo and them going to Australia. We're seeing like, but like the Kenyan diaspora or the Kenyan people have to fuck with Kenyan music for Kenyan music to leave Kenya. Like it's the same way Diamond is big because Diamond is Tanzanians love Diamond, and then now if someone asks you Tanzanian music, they told Diamond. That's why Kenya Swiss Beats, they go for him. Niggas on a YG album singing, I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. Like, bro.
YG, Diamond and YG.
Diamond and YG, brand new album.
That's the craziest crossover.
I'm not promoting
episode,
that shit, but yeah.
That's the craziest
but like,
episode.
I don't think the language matters because you see Sophia Nzao, what she's done, 100 million, bro. So it's like, but I feel like we as Kenyans have to fuck with it first. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's a weird like cycle. It's like, you know, the chicken or the egg. You know, is it gonna be other people who fuck with you, like other countries, or is it gonna be your home country that fucks with you? And I don't know, man. I think my fans are everywhere. My fans aren't just Kenyan, and thankfully with the internet you kind of have no excuse. If you want to run an ad in India today, you can.
True.
You can run an ad if your fans are in India, you'll find them. Like, it's just a matter of knowing where to look and knowing who you're looking for. So I think we have to get smarter as an industry about how we market ourselves, how we package ourselves. But I think it has to do with more than just music. I think it's a culture thing. I think it's an arts thing. I think it's a Kenya thing. Do you think we have celebrity culture in Kenya? I really wonder.
But like we have like which celebs? Like Jubush, his wife, Keta Kress. Like mainstream is not. Like, we don't have
celebs.
Yeah.
Let me say, if those guys.
Like Akina Bahati and KRG's what would be like, oh my god, KRG amefanya nini leo?
Yeah. But it's like we don't really think of them as a celebrity. They're more like socialites.
Yeah.
More like influencers. You know, I think it also has to do with our culture and how we see people. I remember seeing a tweet that was like, oh, siuni BN naweza kumwambia tu aniambie hapo Quickmart nimsimamishe. You know, like it's just BN, bro. You know,
it's not just BN. Though.
Yeah, but if you go to like Uganda and you put BN on a fucking billboard, it's like, oh my god, it's BN. Yeah, it's BN.
So there's something interesting about Kenya though. That's unique to Kenya that at least I've seen and experienced with Kenyans is Kenyans like to hate you, or like they like to pima you. We like you, but we're not gonna support. We know you posted. Yeah. We've seen you've dropped. We're not liking, but we know. Like if they meet you in town, we'll drop ngoma mpya. But like they don't. So I feel like there's either a boundary of niggas. No, they watch, but they don't support, or the hate is love. And me, I believe haters are lovers. Yeah. Because remember when Karewa who dropped? Yeah. Niggas were just hating. Yeah. Niggas were just hating. But that was literally promo, because that gets more niggas to go check out the song. So me, I'm of the opinion that I like the hate is good because it gets niggas to go check out the song. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like...
Man, yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would say hate is love per se. I think people...
Do you think these niggas on the internet who say... Like if you saw them on site, they'd say anything. Me, I wish a nigga would. Honestly, like you think a nigga would comment on your Smochawo's videos on site? Would like, me, I'd smack the fuck out of you. Yeah. Like you can say some shit on TikTok, but come say that shit to me. Like
yeah. I don't think anyone would ever say such shit to my face.
But
I've never
there's just a difference. Yeah. Because they're quick to say anything online. Yeah. But I wish you'd see me at like outside, this Quickmart, blankets. Just say that shit to me, then we can talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, there was something profound I really had to say. This is the issue with the Tsar, bro. There was something really profound I had to
Go
say.
for it.
And it's just gone, bro. It's just gone. I'm trying to remember what you were telling me, man.
Though.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what you were telling me, man. Yeah, but I think the Kenyan culture is very weird when it comes to artists. And I don't know if we appreciate our art that much, you know. But it is a love-hate relationship. And I'm okay with it. And I think recently I came to accept. Recently I was told there was some drama going around about me on TikTok. I heard. I didn't.
You were on BNN?
Yeah, I was on BNN.
You were trending on Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter. Apparently there was some...
even Nairobi Gossip Club in Likuona.
Walai?
Likuona.
Oh, I unfollowed those guys. I don't know if we have beef with Nairobi Gossip Club, by the... I'll tell you, that's a story for another day, man. Yeah, but yeah, people were kind of saying a lot about me, and...
Does it get to you? Does it even matter? Okay, because how do you shut it off?
It hits me that
I can't lie. You can ignore it for so long, but sometimes it sips through.
Yeah, I think I really accepted that I don't make music for anyone else but me. I really don't do this for anyone else but me. And I don't know how else to describe it. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of what I do, man. Like, I really don't care. In the morning when I wake up, I listen to my song. If my mind is blown, if my own mind is blown, I don't care what anyone else tells me. So, yeah, to me, it didn't get to me. At least this latest one. I think the first time it happened, it got to me. Yeah, but this latest one, and I have a very good support system now. Like, I think that's one thing that has also changed about me now. I have a very good support system. Yeah, so it kind of, man, it just happened.
But you know what I like?
And we moved.
You know what I like that you said, and I don't know why it triggered people. You said the truth, that you've never made money from your music.
Yeah.
And why would it upset? Like,
Yeah,
you're
why
being
you mad
honest about, yo, I made music and I've never made money from this music.
Like,
bro,
you mad that I'm
inakuashia
broke?
nini?
Bro.
Like, niggas are acting like they're supposed to get 10% of Kanzu. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're saying you're explaining you're telling your story.
Bro.
Why does it matter to someone
It's
else?
Like I said, I don't make money from this, full stop. I didn't add any sentence. I didn't say, but I think I should. I didn't say, but, or so and so should have done this instead. I just said, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think
Because you know,
just
someone
build
other who
the
might
story on
see you
top
be
of
like,
that.
yo, you probably made so much money.
Yeah.
You're just being honest and saying, yo, I did this, but I didn't make money from it.
Yeah.
But then it triggers someone. For
And I think you'll be surprised how many producers out here like live like that, where all these number one records you're seeing, you think that people are so rich.
But it's the truth. But you don't.
And they
But it's
go
the truth
so
because
broke.
when you look at guys like Magic's Anger, you look at how
Yeah.
many hits Magic's Anger's produced.
Yes.
Magic's Anger has no money for his kid.
My friend.
Bro, I know a producer. His name was Sonic. He used to produce for TNT.
Yeah.
One of the biggest. Sonic used to be like, bro, I have no way to survive.
Bro.
Find a lot of producers, even the ones who make the biggest hits, like you're saying, you
Yeah.
don't wanna get sued. But like,
Yeah.
bro, fuck that. Niggas who make beats for Nyashinsky don't get paid.
Yeah.
so like, guys are making beats. Artists are making millions allegedly.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be like,
Allegedly. And I think the music industry really sells a dream, and I think I was a kind of a victim of this when I was a kid, and I kind of blame my entire fucking career on this, man. But I think the music industry sells a dream of like fame and fortune and acceptance and having everybody love you for who you really are, and people finally caring about something that you do. And you get here and you realize 99% of other artists are broke. What you've been exposed to is the 1%. Them, the cream of the cream, the most successful of the successful, is your standard.
because nobody's saying the truth. But not very people are making money.
Yeah.
I think even Charisma has said earlier this year, like, yo, before I did this, I didn't have a show for this many months.
Exactly.
Can you imagine not doing anything for months?
You know, and that's just the reality of it. Most people are struggling. Like, if you choose to be an artist, and these days I'm so
But I
hesitant.
feel like they want
to,
you on Twitter. They want you to struggle and be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to struggle and shh.
And
Like,
shut up.
Shh. You'll make it. Shh. You'll make it.
Yeah.
Shh. Just struggle till you make it,
Bro.
But like, why am I keeping quiet? So I can lose. I'm losing my mind because you know, like, I'm not easy.
Yeah, and it's also like, if I'm supposed to tell my story, what the hell else am I supposed to do? I'm
No,
not the
you're
type
supposed to be fake Kanzu. You're supposed to
Yeah.
pull up with a whip, be like, yo, we have a whip. Yo, we made streams money,
Bro.
nigga.
like, bro, that's not my life, man. Me, I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna tell you what my life is like, you know. And that was the purpose behind me posting that, and that's my intention with my content from today on. I'm just going to be telling what my life is, and I think that's what I transitioned from Smoochawos to that. I don't want my TikTok to be about Smoochas anymore. I want my TikTok to be about me.
So let me ask you a bigger question. When people think Kanzu,
Yeah.
do you want them to think music? Do you want them to think who you're like, I guess, would you, because now you see you're now bigger than music as well. Like, the people who know your music, the people who know you for people know you for different things.
Yeah. I want it to be music.
Okay, music.
I want it to be music.
Okay.
I want it to be nothing but music. And yeah, I'm gonna start putting on shows. There's something that I should have mentioned when we spoke about Tilu, is that we are putting on a show for him next month. Raven Rage. I don't know if you know about Raven Rage.
Please tell us.
Tilu, when he was alive, he used to put on events.
Okay.
And the events were called Raven Rage. So we're doing one in his honor. Kind of private, but also it's like RSVP.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, so we're trying to put together like experiences for people, you know. There's a dress code, vamp, like you come
Nice.
vamp aesthetic,
Okay.
Playboy Carti looks, We don't want no fucking bro Air Forces, bro. None of that, man. Pull up in your Converses and your Rick Owens. Like, yeah, I'm trying to flesh out what the music is, because I think music isn't just going to the studio. Music is so many other things. There's music everywhere. As I was getting here, there were mats passing by blasting some loud music, and it kind of pissed me off. But look, I wish that was my music. Like, damn, if that's free promo. You know, music is everywhere. You enter a restaurant, you enter an elevator, so you just need to know where to place it, and I'm finding the right places to place mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think you know that I've been DMing you and telling you I have a space.
Yes.
And that's
And
me who's
now
been
I know.
DMing you. I'd be like, and you basically been leaving me talking to myself.
Okay.
I'd be like, yo, it's how.
Let me tell you this right now.
So I'm saying it
Let
on
me tell you
record.
this right now. My next release party will be here.
Sour.
My next release party will be here.
I've been
That's a
begging you.
promise. That's a promise.
Okay.
My next release party will be here.
So let's talk about this year. You have a new song. It's
Yes.
called Matako Yako.
It's called?
Matako Yako.
It's called Matako Yako.
So let's talk about. So you've given us a project with Castro this year.
Yes.
What can we look for? The year is over, but the year is also just starting. So I
Yeah.
guess what's Kansu's plan for the rest of the year?
Man, I've been working on a project called When Are You Graduating? Like we talked about, me, I've been in school. I'm trying to graduate.
One more semester.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
Inshallah. But we'll see when I'm actually gonna graduate. So I think as this whole Twitter thing was happening, it kind of forced me to get in the studio, and Matako Yako was a result of that.
Okay.
So I just feel like it's just the type of song I want to get off my chest, you know, put it out there to the public and then fuck off and move on with my life. Hopefully the public will let me actually move on with my life if I do drop this. Yeah, so that's the idea behind Matako Yako. There's more songs coming out on the 1 year anniversary of Nairobi Love Songs. I'm going to be dropping some remixes.
So that's December 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Some remixes are coming. Good times, man. Good vibes. More music, more love, more light, more happiness.
So I know you're going to be here for a long time. I
hopefully.
really appreciate you making time and checking in. We're big supporters of your music over here. So
Thank you.
When you do drop or you do graduate, we'd love to have you. And we're going to keep supporting you. And this noise is noise. And I know I always try to, every time I see your name in these random places, I try to say, hey, just keep your head up, because I can't even call you a kid. You're a smart man, and I know you're going places. So
Thank you, man.
I'm rooting for you, and I'm looking forward to what the rest of the year has. So let's premiere this record, Matako Yako.
I appreciate that. One thing before we start,
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to my friend Taro, who's behind the camera. And I want to say a big thank you to Anita for coming with me. Shout out to y'all, man, and stream for everybody. Let's go.
Let's go.
Play
Let's
that
go.
shit.
Tuma pesa bwana, tuma pesa, tuma pesa mahali ulikaa, tuma pesa bwana. Story ni ya nini? Unatupa list ambayo
Yo Alice, where you at?
tupatie pesa ndio tunataka. Tuma pesa bwana.
Luigi got the sauce,
Yo,
boy.
kunipima, kwani mi thermometer. Tumekimbiza na hizi makilomita.